This is Iran's axis of resistance.
These groups have been degraded so much that Iran is basically standing alone.
But what are they, and what happened? So the axis of resistance are largely autonomous groups in these countries that do get different levels of help from Iran, like military training, weapons, and funding. Some of them were inspired by the Islamic Revolution in 1979, which brought the current regime in Iran into power, like Hezbollah.
A paramilitary group that was in opposition to Israel's invasion of Lebanon in the early 80s, and the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps was involved in training Hezbollah members in its early days.
The goal of this axis was really to support Iran's influence in the region, keep off Israeli and jointly US influence, and avoid Iran having to do any dirty work.
The Ayatollah Khamenei was really invested in the Axis of Resistance. They were nimble militant groups that could do things, they could engage the US or Israel in a way that Iran really couldn't without risking full-blown war.
But we've seen how that's changed.
Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has been killed.
We'd have to say that strategy hasn't really planned out.
See, Israel saw an opportunity post-October 7 to take out these groups.
We saw waves of airstrikes in Lebanon and in Gaza that caused thousands of deaths, but we also saw these really targeted assassinations of leaders of groups like in Hamas and Hezbollah, leaders who had been at the forefront of these groups for decades.
And after ceasefires between Israel and Hezbollah in 2024 and Hamas in 2025, they've been a lot less active, even as Israel has continued bombardment in Lebanon and Gaza. And so far, Hezbollah is the only Axis group that has entered this war.
And with Iran now at war with the US and Israel, there's really not much they can do to support these wider networks.